Muscles learn by repetition while you do an exercise. Same like that, your user also learns an interaction by the feedback what they get through the UI. Every click builds a pattern inside the brain of the user. Every familiar motion, every single day he makes his memory stronger. That is why people build a habit for a product and a UI and they keep coming again and again and again. In this video, I'm going to be talking about why reinforcement of your user builds a confidence for your app, how it can be reduced over the learning time so that the people can stick to your memory process faster by learning your app quicker, how to build a consistency in the flow, how to increase the user retention and engagement. This is one of the key UX metrics problem which all the product design studios face it. Let's jump into this video to learn more. As I rightly mentioned, the interaction energy and the muscle memory for a user is very, very important. See, guys, the interaction what your users is making is the ultimate energy of the UI and the UX what you're building. This creates an efficiency inside your system. Like, let's say if the user is not able to completely interact with you, first of all, they're not even coming and touching the product at all. That's a very important thing. Now, like let's say you're bringing the user through advertisements, sales, marketing. Many people are using your downloading your application, but after they start doing it, after they start interacting, what is the effort which people are going to use in order to get their results done? This is called action. The effort converts into action. Build this builds the user's rhythm and the flow while they're interacting. The main goal is to reduce that effort. See, while you're making a transaction in your application, like let's say you're making 10 interactions to make a transaction, every time if the user is taking 10 or 15 or maybe 20 to make the interaction, the effort going beyond is very, very high. Why don't you just bring it to just three interactions, three touch buttons, two touch buttons? This builds a very short pattern inside their brain of the user saying, hey, if I use this application, I can do the transaction much faster. Rather than people doing internet banking transaction, how many of you use only GPay, PhonePe? Why? It's because it's very simple and faster and easy and handy. So the efforts for the muscles, what you put in your body, it all depends on how the system is also easily built for you. Same like that, if you build a system very easily for your user to use the application and make the transaction, book the product in the e-commerce or anything, that builds a more success in your product. See, the energy balance is equal to the smoother UX feel. I'll tell you guys, a simple analogy is muscles learn by reflection. I already told you that. See, the common mistakes what designers do is they change a lot of motion when it comes to user flow defining and the systems when you're building for a product. User tend to mean the designer tend to create a lot of wave and pattern for the user. So user get confused when you're making a UI. It has to be very similar like what the user have learned before. If you try to create a new one, what happens? The user will feel cognitively very heavy. It feels very heavy to lift a muscle, lift a weight, right? When it is more in the gym. When you train your user, when your user got trained by some kind of a UI which is already there, instead of putting rupaya symbol or dollar symbol or euro symbol, if you put something else, do you think people will recognize? They will not recognize. They'll think it's very difficult, or they have to go and learn that by a practice, and then they will understand. People will not have that memory. The recognition is very important rather than recalling from the memory. Sometimes people use a overloading UI to create a new feedback, which again confuses, breaking the rhythm which already has built by the user. When you're building a screen and a flow for making a transaction happen, make sure the rhythm should be superb. The UI, the elements, the colors, the consistency, everything has to be very seamless and clear. Then and only the user will not forget that learning. Ignoring this will build a big problem, guys. The user muscle is not building. You are literally trying to create a huge problem with the user. Psychologically, brain rewards prediction motion. Familiar paths releases the dopamine. Repetition creates neural shortcuts. Instant feedback creates a habit formation. Consistency gives you cognitive muscles. In this last 1 week, we've been seeing this a lot and lot. So the point what I will say is, take any one frame. Go to online. You can take any one UI or anything. Try to analyze this feedback loops what your user has. The designer whoever has created has done it. Click that, and also you create a rhythmic pattern out of it. Record it. And then use ChatGPT to start doing it. Like let's say you can also do one very important thing. You can go to ChatGPT. Okay, I'll show you a simple example. Okay, we'll take one example. Like let's say we'll take one sample UI screen. Okay, example I'm taking. Image. Let's go. You can take a simple one. Reference. Copy. You can simply do it for your understanding purpose. Understand and analyze the screenshot and provide me how I can make the user flow very simple so that my user memory and retention is very, very lesser? How can I create a seamless user flow for these screens? Could you please suggest me the alternate way? We're using ChatGPT, but what I would highly recommend is first you try to analyze this picture and then you come back to the ChatGPT and give the prompt. By the time it generates, let me also decipher the screen. Example I'm taking. Carvaan is one of the designer, or maybe the company was designed this. I'm just taking an example of online. Okay. So here the date, the kind of typeface, the spacing, the kind of call to action, maybe the highlight, and also the screen which has been displaying the information which is vital for the user. Everything is very seamless. Can all of you see here? The spacing is very equal. The grid system is very similar. The typeface is very similar. The highlight and the color is very consistent for the accent and the call to action color. So this doesn't make the user feel that I have to remember a lot of things. Few things is important. Imagine, guys, when you're building a very complex SaaS-based products or e-commerce application where multiple transactions required, touch points, repeatability, consistency, and creating a same UI components and flow will make your user memory less struggle. This is the ultimate success of using a product. This is the ultimate success of creating a product as a designer. The user will not come and tell these are all the things. The user doesn't know. Even if he knows, he won't be able to come and tell you, right? The point is, you need to make the design feel intuitive, like an invisible element. Design has to be like that. Then and only people will feel little less inside their memory, their muscles memory, right? Same like how the body works. You should also make the user think like that. Okay. Now let's see to the Chat GPT what it has produced. See, the current app flow has 3 such steps: onboarding, dashboard, progress. What's good? What's complex? The information architecture is little complex. So they're saying the calorie, the steps and everything could be changed. Switching between progress, dashboard, and everything could be changed. Data sector could be changed. So too much navigations can be reduced. Multiple metrics can be displayed at once. No progressive disclosure. Premature complexity. So these are all the things which you can try creating your own UI for this. See, can you build a UI for incorporating all these elements and provide the output? Additionally, give me a prompt how I can also create the UI using some AI tools like Canva and other. See, it's very simple, right? You can give that. ChatGPT can do much of your heavy lifting, but at the same point, you should be also understanding that you can try to do it on your own. See, it is giving us the code. Let's go to the tools, like let's say Claude.ai. Okay. Let's bring this code into a real product. Let's also open this tool called Canva. In Canva also there is an option called Canva AI. You can just click this image and then you can just go into this ChatGPT flow and you can try. Maybe the time is a little bit taking high, but let's bring this, don't worry. Give me the prompt to generate in Canva, please. I can able to generate the code, prompt for using in AI tool, using AI tool. Why? Because I won't be able to talk to AI engine for generating an image, right? See, but already it's come. Very nice. So now you can just copy paste this and you can go to Canva and you can just press enter. You can go to Claude and you can press enter. You can open another tool, which is again Claude. Okay, we can again try how the coding works, the programming works. You can just copy this and you can say, anyway, it is building a screen for me. Can all of you see? One shot, the comparison of this UI came. Can all of you see here? It's very simple compared to the earlier one. You can make a comparison. You can download this and you can, even Canva is not very perfect. You can go and precisely edit it. Or you can have a reference inside your Figma to start building your own screens very similarly. See? So AI tools can also give you some kind of idea how you can build it. But the point is you will have to build it. See, even Claude AI has built you. In one go, a simple UI has come. Having the steps, a progressive disclosure, a call to action buttons, a seamless color which is showing the energy of the app, the vibe and mood. And more importantly, a simple track progress for weekly. And also a call to action button which is giving only the necessary information. So 3 things at a time: steps, heart rate, calorie, weekly goal. See, it's much better than the 3 UI which we have created, right? Can all of you see here? So this can be done. if you're just putting your full effort into it. More importantly, I just wanted to tell you, if you're not trying this out, you may not be able to get a better output. So try it out in the Figma and compare and see. Test 3 interactions, and repeat it to see how you can reduce it. That will be a great practice for you. I'd also recommend you to type energy in the chat box when you're watching in YouTube or Spotify or any other places. Me and my team will send you a UX muscle memory sheet for you to practice this and repetitively use it. Also, I would highly recommend you to join my Sunday workshop. The link is given below to come and see how I'm putting all this knowledge into a job search process. How I'm making this into a 3x formula strategy by targeting the right industries to pitch this kind of a concept to get into as a product designer. Also, I'm going to be giving you 100 AI tools as a bonus. I'm going to be giving you 10,000 rupees worth of bonuses for you to learn design as well. See you inside the workshop. Click the link below and register. I wanted to help you into 3x career growth in design. Bye bye.